Welcome to Mindspace for All, an open discussion forum with different topics. Today we will be talking about the big 5 personality qualities are the 5 basic dimensions of personality. These 5 categories are usually described as follows. Openness. This trait features characteristics such as imagination and insight. People who are high in this trait also tend to have a broad range of interests. They are curious about the world and other people and eager to learn new things and enjoy new experiences. Conscientiousness. Standard features of this dimension include high levels of thoughtfulness, good impulse control, and goal-directed behaviors. Highly conscientious people tend to be organized and mindful of details. They plan ahead, think about how their behavior affects others, and are mindful of deadlines. Extroversion. Extroversion or extroversion is characterized by excitability, sociability, talkativeness, assertiveness, and high amounts of emotional expressiveness. People who are high in extroversion are outgoing and tend to gain energy in social situations. Being around other people helps them feel energized and excited. Agreeableness. This personality dimension includes attributes such as trust, altruism, kindness, affection, and other prosocial behaviors. People who are high in agreeableness tend to be more cooperative, while those low in this trait tend to be more competitive and sometimes even manipulative. Neuroticism. Neuroticism is a trait characterized by sadness, moodiness, and emotional instability. Individuals who are high in this trait tend to experience mood swings, anxiety, irritability, and sadness. Those low in this trait tend to be more stable and emotionally resilient. As a result, the 5-factor theory was developed to identify the fundamental characteristics that make up personality. Are the big 5 traits universal? McRae and his colleagues have also found that the big 5 traits are also remarkably universal. One study that looked at people from more than 50 different cultures found that the 5 dimensions could be accurately used to describe personality. Based on this research, many psychologists now believe that the 5 personality dimensions are not only universal, they also have biological origins. Psychologist David Buss has proposed that an evolutionary explanation for these 5 core personality traits, suggesting that these personality traits represent the most important qualities that shape our social landscape. What factors influence the big 5 traits? Research suggests that both biological and environmental influences play a role in shaping our personalities. Twin studies suggest that both nature and nurture play a role in the development of each of the 5 personality factors. One study of the genetic and environmental underpinnings of the 5 traits looked at 123 pairs of identical twins and 127 pairs of fraternal twins. The findings suggested that the heritability of each trait was 53% for extroversion, 41% for agreeableness, 44% for conscientiousness, 41% for neuroticism, and 61% for openness. Longitudinal studies also suggest that these big 5 personality traits tend to be relatively stable over the course of adulthood. One study of working-age adults found that personality tended to be stable over a 4-year period and displayed little change as a result of adverse life events. Studies have shown that maturation may have an impact on the 5 traits. As people age, they tend to become less extrovert, less neurotic, and less open to the experience. Agreeableness and conscientiousness, on the other hand, tend to increase as people grow older. As a result, the 5-factor theory was developed to identify the fundamental characteristics that make up personality. Today we will be talking about researchers' beliefs of the 5 core personality traits. Evidence of this theory has been growing for many years, beginning with the research of D.W. Fisk in 1949, and later expanded upon by other researchers including Norman in 1967, Smith in 1967, Goldberg in 1981, and McRae and Costa in 1987. The Big 5 are broad categories of personality traits. While there is a significant body of literature supporting this 5-factor model of personality, researchers don't always agree on the exact labels for each dimension. You might find it helpful to use the acronym OCEAN for openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism when trying to remember the big 5 traits. CANOE for conscientiousness, agreeableness, neuroticism, openness, and extroversion is another commonly used acronym. It is important to note that each of the 5 personality factors represents a range between 2 extremes. For example, extroversion represents a continuum between extreme extroversion and extreme introversion. In the real world, most people lie somewhere in between the 2 polar ends of each dimension. Please feel free to comment below and subscribe to my channel.